Hey guys, Mr. Gran here, lesson 2.1. In this lesson, we are going to take some of these diagrams and we're going to throw some algebra into them and see how that works out. All right, so our first one, naming the angle relationship and then solving for x. So we are talking about the angle right here where the 5x minus 4 is, and the angle down here where the 136 is. Now those are both on the exterior, right? The interior is kind of blank here between the two parallel lines. Those are exterior angles, and they're on opposite sides of the transversal, right? That line that cuts through the middle is the transversal. And so they're alternate exterior angles. So solving for x, we need to know that relationship. Are they supplementary? Do they add to 180? Or are they equal to one another? Opposite exteriors are equal, so we can do 5x minus 4 equals 136, and then solve for x. So we'll add the 4 to both sides. That will leave us with 5x equals 140. And then we can divide both sides by 5, and we will get that x is equal to 70. All right, next one, naming them. Oh, shoot, that's not equal to 70, it's equal to 28. I divided it by 2 in my head. So 28 was the answer to the last one. So that one, x equals 28. Whoops. Even your math teacher sometimes makes little mental errors. All right, next one, naming the angle relationship. Well, we got this guy here where the 5x plus 7 is, this guy here where the 9x minus 63 is. Let's see. Now, those are both in the same corner of the crosses, right? So I look at that. This one's in the lower left. This one's also in the lower left. Those are corresponding. So then solving for x, in this case, again, they are equal to one another. So we can do 5x plus 7 equals 9x minus 63 and solve that for x. We're going to move our x's to one side. We're going to move our numbers without x's to the other side. Right, so on this side I've got the 5x's cancel, and this makes 70. Then 9 minus 5 for the x's is 4x, and the 63's cancel. And now I can just divide by 4. Let's see, that is going to be 15 plus 2.5 is 17.5. For our value of x. All right, next one. All right, naming that angle relationship. So they're interior angles, they're on the inside, and they're on opposite ends of the transversal. And so that means that they are alternate interior angles. Again, this is another one where they are equal to one another. So we're just going to set them equal and solve for x. Right, let's move our x's over. I'm going to try to keep x positive if I can. And we're going to move our 20 or minus 20 over by adding it to both sides. Now what am I left with? I've got 3x and the 20's cancel out. The x's cancel out and I'm left with 30. And so now if I divide, I should get x equals 3. All right, and our last one. Looking at this guy, they're both interior angles, right? But now they're on the same side as the transversal. So these are going to be same side interior angles. All right, solving for x. In this case, these aren't equal to one another. They're supplementary, so they add to 180. So we're going to do 20x plus 5 plus 24x minus 1 equals 180, and we're going to solve that. So let's start by grouping our like terms. We've got 20 plus 24 makes 44x. 5 minus 1 gives us plus 1. Plus 4 is what I meant. Now if we subtract 4 on both sides, I get 44x equals 176. Divide both sides by 44. And I want to say that that's going to be 4. Yeah, 44 times 4 is 176. It's 160 plus 16, so x is equal to 4.